Oh my gosh, I look tired this morning. I'm just sipping on half a carton of apple juice. All my oats in the microwave since I've woken up a bit on the low side, and it is rest day today, which means going on a walk straight after breakfast. So I want to make sure that my sugars are nice and high enough to do that before I slip off, because yeah, my morning walk on a rest day is about 45 minutes and that can make my blood sugars drop by quite a lot. So I'm also going to manipulate my breakfast bolus for that, which I will show you when I do it after just this little intro into today's vlog. So yeah, like I said, today is a rest day. It's a Wednesday and normally I have my rest day on a Thursday, and my first 3 days of the week are a training day. However, I have been really ill the last 2 weeks previous, not with COVID, just that other bug that seems to be going around and like wiping everyone out. So I had that for 2 weeks pretty much, and didn't go to the gym, didn't even do any home workouts. So this Monday was my first day back in the gym. I had my leg day and then I had my upper body day yesterday, and I'm just feeling it a bit today, so I think it's time to put a rest day in the middle rather than a couple of days in, just for my first week back to the gym. The other thing is I am feeling a bit concerned because, like I said, I was ill for 2 weeks and I was starting to feel a lot better, but now I've got that, you know, when you get that feeling in the back of your throat like you're about to be ill again, which does concern me because I don't want to be ill again. I've got so much to do at work and life, and I just want to get back to the gym, especially because I'm going to have like a long time off for Christmas. So we'll keep an eye, see how I progress, and today I'm just going to keep completely mineraled up and try and fight it off as much as possible. And then also in my last vlog I mentioned that there are a few sticking points in the day that I was trying to work on regards to my blood sugars, since with my cannulas I kept having problems like working out my new routines on the pump. Finally kind of got that down, and now there's just a few points I wanted to iron out. Then obviously because I've been ill I haven't been able to do that because being ill sends your blood sugars crazy. So Monday was actually a really successful day. I had a fairly flat profile. Yesterday I had quite a big spike after breakfast, which I didn't have on leg day, so that shows me I need to work out a different plan between leg day and upper body day, which I'm going to do. And also last night I was slightly elevated until I woke up at I think 3 in the morning. At around, my blood sugar was around 9. I wasn't that high the whole night, I was between kind of 11 and 9, and I had my correction, which is what's brought me down to 3.9 now. So again, that shows me that on upper body day I might need a slightly different plan for the beginning part of the night, because it won't have been as intense as leg day, and so it won't keep me as low or in range. So yeah, those are the things I'm working on today, getting it myself hopefully back into a higher time and target. Those 2 highs have put me to about I think 60%, which is not where I want to be, but like I said, we're working on it. So I'm going to finish up my apple juice. My oats are nearly done, so I think it's about time to do my pre-bolus. So let's just do the bolus calculation together. And I'm also going to change my basal profile to rest day basal rate, because that has quite a big impact on my blood sugars. Okay, so I'm hoping you can kind of see there I've inputted my blood sugar of 3.9 and my carbs are 52 grams, because I'm having the same oats that I have literally every single day, and it's recommending 6.9 units of insulin. I'm going to keep that the same, I'm not going to alter it even though I am low. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it for a multi-wave bolus and have only 3.5 up front and the rest come over the next hour and a half, which is just about 50% up front. Normally for any other bolus I would do a lot more percent up front, but because I am low and I'm going on my walk, the majority of that insulin is going to be going over the course of the walk, so as I walk it'll bring my blood sugar down. So I'm hoping that will be enough to like stop me going high, but not too much to send me super hypo. So yeah, let's activate this and see how we go, and I'll catch up after the walk. So back from my walk, didn't go as planned. I was like 8.1 with an arrow straight up as I was about to leave. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll get out super quick, stop myself from going high. And then by the time I got halfway around the walk, I was low. So I had a couple of dextrose. I didn't pause my insulin or anything. because I really couldn't be bothered to then work out how much insulin I would need when I got home to make up for it, because obviously I would still need to have the rest of my bolus for breakfast. So I just left it, carried on walking, a bit hypo, and I'm a bit hypo still now, around I don't even know, I haven't scanned, but I feel around 3.5, and I'm not going to bother scanning because I know that if I just leave it, it'll go away eventually as my breakfast digests, and because I'm not walking anymore. So that's where we're at. I'm not even going to bother scanning. But the good news is today is the 1st of December, which means Advent Calendar Day. So it probably seems a bit out of time with you guys because this vlog is probably going to go live on the 12th. But to be honest, life is so hectic at the moment, I have to film vlogs a little far in advance to have time to edit them and upload them. But for me in real time, it's the 1st of December, and yeah, so I have a normal chocolate advent calendar that James's mum sent to us both, and I'll probably have that after lunch because I normally crave something a little sweet after lunch. But also, basically, James's mum always wanted a girl, and she only had 2 boys. So since I've come on the scene, she gives me all the great stuff she wished she could have given like a daughter. So she's given me this, which is a Rituals advent calendar. So I thought I would open it with you guys because I'm super excited. I've never had any advent calendar that hasn't been a chocolate one. I think I'm gonna have to open the bow. I can't open the bow. I don't know how. Okay, there we go. We've got the ribbon off. And so I'm just super excited to see what's in day number 1. Obviously, look, it's massive. So let's open together. Day 1. Okay. Oh, it goes this way round. Look how cute. Oh my god, it's an actual house. But it makes it hard to find number 1. Okay, it's here. Yes! I've got a cute little candle! I'm rubbish at identifying smells. I just think it smells nice. Jasmine. Sweet jasmine. I'm buzzing with that. I also need some new candles, and I was going to buy some, and then I remembered I had this calendar and I know there's candles in it. So yeah, Advent day 1. Happy Advent to anyone else who has an Advent calendar. I'm going to be eating my chocolate later, but for now it's like 5 to 9, so I need to log on, get to work, and I'll catch you up when I probably will need a bit more of a bolus halfway between lunch and breakfast, because I always do need a delayed bolus for breakfast. But yeah, catch up soon. Okay, so I was wrong. I have continued to go low. I am 2.9 with an arrow going down. So I will in fact need to treat that hypo rather than waiting for it to just carry on going up. So I'm gonna have a liquid dextrose sachet. I just have, yeah, liquid dextrose now because I find hard tablets don't do a lot, and if I'm actually low and heading down, I'd rather have like a proper liquid glucose rather than just apple juice. Also I've run out of apple juice, so this is my option. So yeah, I'm gonna have this, and also it's like 10 to 9 and I have meetings today 10 till 1, so I need to get myself sorted and in a concentrating headspace before that. So liquid dextrose it is. Well, this has been a morning. So I had a meeting 10 till 11 and then that ran over, and I had a meeting 11 till 1, so I've had like 3 hours back-to-back meetings. I'm really hungry and my blood sugars have just not done what I expected them to do. I expected to run a bit high today, but I have been low. As you saw, I had that low straight after breakfast, and I said I was going to leave it. I then didn't have time to refilm to update you that I went, no I did, I told you I went down to 2.9, so I had that liquid dextrose. I then for that whole hour long meeting just felt low, and I tested afterwards and I was like 4.4, but I felt myself dropping. It had kind of done that thing on the graph where it went up and then came straight back down again. So I put on a temporary basal at 0% for half an hour, and I had some fruit pastels that I showed you to try and keep myself from going low. And obviously when you're low for a really long time, it makes you really hungry. And also I had breakfast at 7 and it's now 1 and I'm pretty hungry. It's now lunchtime, thank goodness. James in the kitchen making me a baguette. We also have no food in the house because we're on like Sainsbury's is arriving like today after lunch. So we have like nothing, so he's had to quickly run out and grab something for us to eat. Gonna have a baguette, it's gonna have like cheese and ham I think, and then I'll have like the usual vegetable sticks on the side, and some tangerines. So yeah, you can see 5.2, and you can see it's kind of dipped down quite a bit. It like went up when I had the fruit pastels and then dipped down, and you can see there's a lot of hypo events this morning, so I don't know what's going on, why I'm so sensitive. Today obviously I have got my rest day basal on, which is a higher rate of insulin than my normal training day because it is a rest day and this usually works. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm not going to do a very long pre-bolus because I have been dropping a lot, and because I'm going to go on a walk straight away. I've got a really busy day today, so I'm not going to have much of a long lunch break, so I'll like eat pretty much as soon as I finish eating. Normally I have like a 5-10 minute sit down after that and like we watch TV, but today as soon as I finish eating I'm going to get out on my walk, come back and work. So let's plug this all in. I'll do my multi-wave bolus as usual because of the walk after lunch, and do a very minimal pre-bolus. Right, I've been stuck in a meeting the last half an hour and I could just see my high alarms going off. Time to check and see where we are at. I really hope it hasn't gone too high, because I did not. It was like one of those meetings where you have to actually participate rather than just listen, and I had to, I just didn't get the chance to like scan, and 7.5, so it's come down by itself. So I think that might have been just that little advent chocolate sneaked it up, and then it's come back down. Normally, you guys know I have a like an afternoon snack to keep me going. I'm a very hungry person, but number one, today I'm not all that hungry, and number two, I used to be able to take like a couple 5 to 10 minute breaks throughout the day just to like chill, reset from work, and normally I'd have like my snack in one of those breaks. But the last week or so and the whole run up to Christmas, I'm just back to back completely, like have zero time, so I didn't even have time to have my afternoon snack at the moment anyway, so I'm probably going to end up skipping that today. It's now just after 3:30, and I have a big project I need to work on before the end of the day, so I'm gonna try and get that done, and probably the next thing I eat will be dinner. Literally right after I filmed that last bit, I then spiked back up to 10.1, but I didn't have time to like film that and show you because I had to jump into another meeting, so I just basically put it into my pump. My pump said 1.1 units of correction. That was an hour and a half ago, and I'm now back in range at 8.5, so just sitting at the edge of my range. You know that normally I have my dinner and then I go on a walk afterwards, but today we're going to do our walk before dinner because we actually need to go and buy dinner from the shop. So yeah, we're going to head out on our walk now. I'm feeling very comfortable leaving at 8.5. It's about a 40-minute round trip because I'm not going to walk like directly to the shop. We'll do our normal like evening walk, which is like 40 minutes. The shop is en route. Come back, it's now 5:30, we'll cook. Dinner's going to be a bit late for me considering I didn't have an afternoon snack. I am already hungry and I know I'm not going to be eating for like another hour and a half, so I'm just going to shut up and go and walk now before I delay my dinner any longer. So we're back from that walk. I was so wrong. it definitely set me low, even though I started at 8.5. I'm now 3.5, and dinner is going to be like, I've just been informed from my personal chef, aka James, 45 minutes, which is not what I wanted to hear, I'm going to be honest with you. So it's going to be apple juice time until dinner comes round. About just getting my Libra ready, 15 minutes from dinner, so it's time for the scan and insulin. I'm having trouble, well, for the past few months I've been having trouble with the Libra app getting it to actually scan and work on time, which is annoying. Like, it takes a million years for anything on it to load, so that's a bit annoying. Has anyone else been having that? Let me know. So 7.3 and straight, which is good considering I had that whole carton of apple juice. Normally I only have half, but I did feel myself dropping quite a bit. We also bought our first lot of celebrations for the year, and I've had a couple of those, which I did an insulin for, because to be honest I didn't realise quite how how calorific and carb heavy they are, but luckily that hasn't spiked me. So we're having a very old people meal, Hunter's chicken with homemade chips and some veg. So my carbs in that are going to be the chips, which is about 40 grams of carb. So I'm just plugging everything into my pump to see what the pump says. And then, yeah, obviously we did our walk this evening before dinner rather than after dinner, so I'm just going to have all of my bolus straight up rather than doing a multi-wave bolus that I normally do. It's weird, we used to always do our walk after dinner, and I used to do the same thing every single day, but recently we just had a few things on in the evening and have been walking before dinner instead, so I'm still working out if I need to alter my ratios or anything if I'm not walking after dinner. But this is saying 4 units, so I'm going to do 4.5 because I think maybe those celebrations will kick in a bit later, because obviously it's chocolate, so I want to make sure I'm covered for that. So I'm going to just press my bolus button, that'll be good to go, and then yeah, and whenever it's ready I guess I'll be eating. So final scan in for the day at 4.8, which I'm really happy with, to go to bed on that. I'll show you my graph quickly now. So as you can see, overall time in target is only 59%, which is obviously I like to aim for a lot higher than that. But I'm actually really happy with today, since a lot of that time that was out of target was pretty much just me being asleep in bed last night, and that was staying between kind of 11 and 9, mostly towards 9, so I'm definitely not too mad about that. And then the only high I had throughout today was up to about 10, so staying completely below 10 all day is a pretty good day if you ask me. And then yeah, just those hypos in the beginning of the day, which were kind of out of character for a rest day, which I'm going to look into. So yeah, 59%, but like I said, the numbers don't always tell the full story. Like, it was a very like, there weren't any big spikes and anything dramatic, so I prefer to have a flatter profile and have a slightly less time in target than say be like 70-80% in target but have one massive spike in the middle of the day up to like 15 or something like that. So yeah, it's all relative. So that's just my little reminder to you that if you have a lower time in target or something, or a higher average one day, it's not the whole picture. Like, it's good to evaluate how you felt throughout the day and kind of the individual blood glucose events. And hopefully tonight is a nice steady night in range, and then I'll wake up and my time in target for when I wake up will be like at least 80%, so it's like the whole night will be in range, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for me. But yeah, I hope this video has been interesting, so you can see how I've kind of adjusting based on different scenarios and kind of how I cope on a rest day, and implement steps and stuff and a different basal rate to help manage my blood sugar levels. My next video should be my review of the Roche Solo pump now that I have been using my new cannulas. I have been changing my opinion a little bit since having the new cannulas, so I just want to make sure that I'm really sure on what I'm saying before I film it. So I may last minute decide that I want to have more of an experimental time with these cannulas before I give my kind of final opinion, but we'll see if they carry on performing as they are in the next week or so. And then yeah, when it comes time to filming that video, it will either be that video or I'll film something else if I think my opinion still needs a bit of rounding out. But yeah, that is it for today. Have a fabulous week, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.